changes have happened since March when it comes to funeral services. From following the governor's social distancing guidelines to the technological advances, this could become the new normal for funeral homes.
Well, when everything started with phase one and the stay-at-home order, we all brainstormed and we prepared for the worst.
Preparing for the worst was not easy. The funeral home had to come up with ideas for families planning during the pandemic. This meant turning to drive-through and virtual services.
If you would have told me when I first started being a funeral director that we would be doing drive-through funerals, I probably would have laughed. But what we did was, it was another way to offer to the community a chance to grieve and a chance to give their condolences.
A casket would be placed in the window. Family and friends would drive up and pay their respects.
I had no idea how the community would respond to it. But again, it's that reassurance that people need an opportunity to grieve.
Emily says phase one was the hardest, both for her and the families. During this time, only 10 people were able to attend a funeral.
As a funeral director, you meet people during one of the hardest times in their lives, when they've lost someone. And the last thing that you want to do is tell them that you have to make a list of 10 people to invite to the funeral.
Virtual services is also gaining traction. It limits the number of people traveling for the funeral. It also lowers the risk of a possible exposure to the virus.
Sometimes the person who is in charge has been exposed and even maybe positive, but we're able to still get things done through technology that we need to get in order to have the funeral service.
During phase two, the capacity of the number of people allowed inside of the building is half of the usual limit. This places restrictions on how many people can attend a funeral. In Lafayette, Giovanni Ligi, KLFY News 10.